Morning Year 5, today's fluency is coming up, it's compensation. So thinking about if you're adding 9, then think about adding 10 and then adjusting, so taking that one away. And the same applies for when you're adding 99, so think about adding 100 and take off 1. Okay, so your 30-second timer starts now. So we are carrying on with angles today, and the key piece of information I need you to remember is that angles on a straight line will always total 180 degrees. So keep that fresh in your memory, ready for today's learning. We're going to be using that information today to help us solve some problems to find some missing angles. So here we have a straight line, which we know both of these angles should total 180 degrees. So we need to look first of all at what do I already know? Well, I know this angle here is 100 degrees, so that's an obtuse angle. And what's missing is an acute angle. So whatever my angle is that I figure out, it needs to be between 1 degree and 89 degrees, because that's what an acute angle is. So to figure this out, we know that 180 take away my question mark is 100 degrees. So if we do the inverse, we can do 180 take away 100, which gives us 80 degrees. So my missing angle must be 80 degrees. And then we can see if we add them together, they total 180. So the next one is for you to pause and have a go at. Here are your angles. We have a 60 degree angle, and I want you to find out this one. So pause the video and tell me the missing angle. Okay, let's go through it. So hopefully we've recognised that both of my angles, 60 plus the question mark, must equal 180 degrees because my angles are on a straight line. So to figure out my missing angle, I need to work out what this is. So we do 180, subtract 60, 120 degrees. So our missing angle here is 120 degrees. We can add them together to check that both of them add to 180. So the next one we have is a little bit more complex. We've got 3 angles this time. Nevertheless, all 3 are still going to add to 180 degrees. But we have to think about what information do we already know. So I have an angle that's 50 degrees and an angle that's 70 degrees. So this and this must add to 180. So first, let's think about what we know. 50 plus 70 degrees is 120 degrees. So both of those together are 120 degrees. We now need to figure out what's missing. So to do that, we know that they all total 180. So we'll do 180, subtract 120, gives us 60 degrees. So our missing angle is 60 degrees. Next one's for you to pause and have a go at. So again, you've got 3 angles. We've got 125 degrees, 30 degrees, and you need to find out this one. So think about what I did first and how you're going to figure out this angle, and then we'll go through it. Okay, so first of all of our 3 angles total 180 degrees because they're on a straight line. So we need to figure out what we've got already. So we do 125 plus our 30 degrees, which gives us 155 degrees. Then, because they all total 180, we do 180, take away 155 degrees, which gives us 25 degrees. Well done if you got that. Here's the next one that I'm going to go through. So it looks quite complicated, but it's not. So we've got 3 angles here that are all labelled A, an angle here labelled B, and this angle here is 150 degrees. So I'm going to start off with these 3 angles. Because they are all labelled with the same letter, it tells me that they are the same value. Okay, so I know that A, 3 lots of A, it is actually 180 degrees. Even though I've got more lines on this side, the 3 are still on a straight line. So my 3 lots of A equal 180 degrees. Or, so that's multipliers, so 3 times a gives me 180, or we could do repeated addition, a plus a plus a equals 180. So to find out a, all we have to do is 180 divided by 3, because they all add 180 and it's shared out equally between the 3. We know they're the same. So 180 divided by 3, if we don't know that, think about what 18 divided by 3 is. So we know that that's 6. Make it 10 times bigger, that gives us 60. So A must be 60. Now let's have a look at B. B is the other side of my straight line. So I know that 150 plus B equals 180 degrees because it's on a straight line. So just as we were doing before, to figure out B, we do 180, subtract 150, and that gives us 30 degrees. So B equals 30 degrees. So don't get too scared by lots of lines, okay? Just use what you know. Look for those straight lines because they will all total 180 degrees. Next is a tricky one, so I want you to pause the video, look at it carefully, think about all those steps we've just talked about, and then we'll go through the answer. So what you've got, it's not perfectly accurate, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles that are all equal, and they are called R. So every R is the same, and they should be. And then here we've got, this is 70 degrees, and then you've got to find out S. So there's 2 angles that you've got to find, 1 value for R and 1 value for S. Okay, I'm just going to start off with R. I said that we've got 6 lots of R, they were all equal. So we can call that either 6R, and it equals all of these together. Here's our straight line, so all of those total 180 degrees. Again, we could do repeated addition, R plus R plus R plus R plus R plus R equals 180 degrees. So because we know they're all equal, to figure out what R is, we need to do 180 divided by 6. And that gives us, so think about what we did before. If you can't do that, do 18 divided by 6, which is 3. Make it 10 times bigger, which is 30. So R must be 30 degrees. Now let's have a look at S. So remember, even though we can almost forget about this side of the line because we've just sorted that out. Here, we are looking at the other side of the line, which also totals 180 degrees. And we've been given this angle here, which is 70 degrees. So S plus 70 degrees is going to total 180 degrees because it's on a straight line. So now let's take away what we know. 180, take away 70, gives us 110 degrees. So S is 110 degrees. If you're not sure by your answer, you can always check and use the estimation. So here we know that these are all acute angles. So my 30 degrees would match. And here we know this is an obtuse angle. So 110 degrees would match as well. Okay, so use your estimation to check your accuracy of your calculations. Okay, that's it for today. Your task is on Purple Mash. It's a quiz and it's just doing the exact same skill as we've just been practicing. So just keep thinking about if it's on a straight line, then all of your angles will total 180 degrees. So read the questions carefully, and then there's a challenge for today that's coming up. I shall see you tomorrow.